Gentz, and we have Adrian Barnes from Plumstead Connect. And welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, great to be here.
Adrian Barnes is from Plumstead Connect, and this was set up, today's chat was set up by John Gentz, our estate agent in Plumstead. John, how did you get to find out about Plumstead Connect?
Yeah, I'm always looking for networking opportunities and looking to connect with business in the area through our Hello Local initiative and other initiatives that we got with Hello charities. And yeah, I think it's good to have a business networking initiative. And yeah, I connected with Adrian, and yeah, that's how we got to this point. So it's going to be interesting to listen to Adrian's input on a very exciting initiative by them.
Great. Welcome, Adrian. You already mentioned that this was started some time ago. It's not a brand new grouping, but then you'll tell us a little bit more about how it started.
Sure. Back in about 2016, a couple of local business owners got together and decided to form a business networking group. I mean, business networking groups are not new. They've been going on for decades now. But yeah, they decided to start a group and to try keep it local, hence Plumstead Connect as the name. And geographically, we are all either working or living in the Plumstead or surrounding areas. Mm-hmm. And that gives us a nice geographical connection with everybody.
Right. Okay. So besides the business having a networking aspect and angle to it as your main focus, obviously, yes. Is there anything else that the group tries to achieve, or is it purely the networking angle?
That is the bottom line. Let's be honest. We're here to drive our businesses, to grow our businesses. And the purpose of the group is to pass well-qualified referrals to the other members. Okay. Obviously, my goal is to do business with the people in the group, but also to do business with their clients.
Okay.
And so that is the bottom line, so to speak, in terms of these groups. But yes, there are absolutely other benefits to the group. Most of the people in the group are single person businesses. So, they're in their own office all day, and it's great to have a support network when you have an interesting problem come across your desk. You can then, you've got a network of people who can help you find solutions and support you through it. And even things from like public speaking, coming to a meeting once a week to stand up and have to talk about your business is going to improve your public speaking. So yeah, it's not just about the business. It's about building relationships. It's about growing, as a business person, really.
Oh, sharing ideas and
exactly.
Okay, fantastic. Just as a matter of interest, you started by yourself? Was there a couple of you that got together, or was this your baby?
Well, actually, I came in about, I think the group had been meeting for about 3 weeks. And one of the founding members who I had known through a previous networking group that I belonged to invited me in. So yeah, I've been there almost from inception. I think there's one other member who's been there from inception. But it's the nature of these groups. People move on.
Sure.
And new people come in.
Okay. Do you meet frequently, or what sort of physical arrangements? Is it all online? Tell us.
No. So it's a once a week meeting. Meeting over breakfast, which you can't go wrong with a good breakfast. And yeah, once a week. We are not strict in terms of our attendance. But you are expected to be there every week. And if you're not there every week, you're not in people's minds, you're not getting the benefits of being in the group. So it's a once a week breakfast meeting on a Tuesday morning. Okay. And that's generally to build relationships. The referrals themselves should be passed during the week, when they're hot, so to speak, they get passed. But the meeting on a Tuesday morning is to build relationships and to remind people what you do, to have that opportunity to do that.
Okay, if somebody is interested in joining the group, is there any sort of exclusions, or what process do they follow? Yeah. Obviously there's a certain agenda you want to try and stick to. So
there is an application process where they're required to fill out an application form. The sort of golden rule is that there's only one person per profession, which means, I'm a short-term insurance broker. I'm the only short-term broker in the group. However, there is somebody else who does medical aid, which I don't do, and there's somebody else who does life insurance, which I don't do. And so the three of us actually have a fantastic synergy, as you can imagine. But there's only one short-term insurance broker, so that's the main rule. And then, beyond that, preferably the actual business owner or somebody who's benefiting from the referrals. That's quite key as well. Sending somebody along who's just there because their boss told them to be there isn't really beneficial to anybody.
Okay, so right, if a person wants to join,
yes,
and they've got to get hold of this application form,
yes,
what are the contact details? How do they actually get hold of you, or is it someone else that they should contact? And is it on a or anything like that you could?
We do have a Facebook page, and I presume you can put the link to that with this video, and they can contact through that on Messenger, or they can contact me on my email address, which we can put in the link as well. And I would be the one to send in the details for that.
Okay, all right. What we'll do is on the we'll put that contact information that you can share with us, or I can get it from John, onto plumsteadproperty.co.za. I've got that scrolling on the bottom of the screen, and we've already created a page where we will put that information on. I'll do that shortly after this finishes, so people can see where have easy access to the Facebook page and anything else you'd like to share. So do you expect any changes to the sort of vision and mission that you have, or is this actually working well, and that's how it's going to be?
Yeah, look, business networking is, I suppose, in terms of a marketing strategy, it's quite old school these days. Everything's gone online, everything, the social media and that kind of thing. And I hope there'll always be a place for face-to-face meetings, because goodness knows if we lose that, we're lost as a society. But we definitely would like to grow as a group, and the group has fluctuated over the years. Right now, I think we're at quite a low number. Actually, we're only about 12 or 13 members at the moment, but we've got a really fantastic core of people, and there's really good business being referred. Ideally, I think we'd like to grow to maybe say 20, 25. So, double in the numbers, double the referrals, but still having that ability to maintain, relationships with each other. We would like to grow. We do market a bit on social media, but ideally we're about face-to-face marketing. Really, that's what we're about.
I was just wondering, you might end up having to have breakfast in a hall somewhere if it gets.
Well, that is a problem. Finding venues that can cater for you can be a problem when these groups get a bit too big.
Yeah, you need a private area as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just the last question, and that is Plumstead Connect linked to any charity or any community cause? So I know that's something that's very dear to John's heart.
Yeah, not specifically as a group. Number of members within the group, they have their own charities that they support, soup kitchen and that type of thing. And then what happens is when they're having a drive, they'll rope everybody in and say, "Hey, come guys, can you support? Can you give? And so we get involved like that. We had a recent. It was the first time we tried it. We called it a community day, which was almost like a market day, but for small businesses. And so, we set up in a hall and everybody had a table. And for example, in that kind of situation, we gave the neighborhood watch guys a free table to market themselves, because we realized we are a community, and the neighborhood watch guys do a fantastic job of keeping us safe. And so we wanted to give back to them. So, yeah, absolutely community minded, but, as and when, let's put it that way. And,
great. That's very nice. So look, that's about it. John, I'll gather you the only estate agent there, so that's a good spot for you. That's great.
100%, definitely.
All right. Well, thanks very much. Anyone who wants to have some more information, just go to plumsteadproperty.co.za. In the tab bar, you'll see Plumstead Connect, and more information will be there. Adrian, thanks very much for your time.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Adrian.
Okay. All right.
See you Tuesday. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.